I have something very important to talk about for this episode, and it's depression and mental illness and isolation, feeling sad during the holiday period. So I'm using, hello Pee-Pee. I'm using notes because it's very important and I don't want to muck this up. For many people, Christmas or the holidays is a very fun, loving time, but for many others it's very, very dark and can feel very alone and impossible to continue through. Whether there's already mental illness there or whether somebody doesn't have it, it is still a very dark time for many, many people. And Christmas can bring a lot of depressed feelings, whether that's actual depression or just feeling depressed. So this video may have some trigger warnings for you. So if you're sensitive to talks of depression and suicide, please tell somebody that you trust. If you're feeling like you need to do something about it, just talk to anybody that you trust. Talk to a GP, a friend or family member if you want, or you can call some phone services. In Australia, we have Lifeline, and they're very, very nice. Trust me. Lifeline Australia, their number is 13 11 14, or you can use a suicide callback service, which is at the cost of a local call. This is also Australia. It's 1300, so 1300 659 467. And if you're in another country, please Google, look up help, please. So the holidays can bring a lot of feelings that aren't that nice. One of the biggest ones can be isolation. So many people can be away from the ones that they love. You could see other people enjoying the ones they love on social media or from movies and think, why can't I have that? And other people, you can be surrounded by people but still feel alone. And other people, they strive for perfection, and that can bring in a lot of stress. So maybe you have to get everything right, or you think, why doesn't my holidays look like that? I tried just as hard. And that brings a lot of stress, whether you're hosting Christmas or you're not. There's also a lot of financial pressure. The more the years go on, the more commercialized it seems to get. And people feel like they have to go broke to show people how much they love them, and that's not true. There's also a lot of family conflict can arise and grieving. So people being forced to see people they may or may not like, and the truth is you don't have to see them, but we feel like we do. Maybe you could just write a Christmas card instead of having to sit next to them, Each situation is different. But also grieving, whether you've just recently lost someone or you lost them a long time ago. It can be very, very hard to go through these holidays without them. There is a difference between feeling depressed and anxious at the holidays, difference between that and seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. If you think you have that, please go seek medical help. But for the basis of this video, we're talking about mental illness during the Christmas sort of period. There is actually a myth that suicides are higher during the Christmas period, and people think, the holidays in December and then leading up to New Year's and Valentine's Day, and that's not actually true, but one suicide is too many. So because of that, I just want to tell you some facts from last year, 2017 in Australia. Last year, there were over 65,000 suicide attempts. Over 3,000 succeeded. 3,000 people died from suicide or depression last year in Australia. That's more than 8 people a day. That's one person every 3 hours. There's too many. And Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders are twice as likely to attempt suicide than other Australians. It's the leading cause of death for 15 to 44-year-olds, and 75% of those are male, 25% female. And young Australians are more likely to take their own life than die in a car accident. And already our road tolls are high. So please don't make fun of people for mental illnesses or feeling sad or anything like that. Please be kind to each other and to yourself. We need to do everything we can to help, whether it is for yourself or for others. We need to do everything we can because, like I said, one is too many. One even thinking about it is too many, and I've been there. Trust me, I'm not just, some happy person. I'm not like that. I try to be sometimes, but I'm not. I have depression, I have anxiety on top of, diagnosed, on top of my other issues. So I've been there, I get it. And if you want to talk to me, please do. Don't keep it to yourself. Christmas is a time for charity and for love and for helping others. So we need to do everything we can to try and help others. Okay. So Black Dog Institute, which is an organization in Australia which tries to help people with mental illness and to reduce the stigma around it, they've released an article called 12 Ways to Beat Christmas Stress. So they say, number 1, to work on priorities and write a list. So then you can really find out what's important to you. So then you don't have to worry about little things. You can put your energy on what needs to be done. 2, think before committing yourself to other people's expectations. So again, what's important to you. You don't have to, spend all your money on somebody else because they expect something. If it's stressing you out, it's not worth it. 3, practice relaxing and take time out. I know for me, relaxing is hard. So sometimes you have to practice it. Don't run around if you don't have to. You do you if you still want to, but look after you. You only got one you. Identify stressful situations. So if you, say, have social anxiety, Christmas parties might be very, very hard. So if you know what stresses you out, you can help decide, well, I'll go to this one and maybe not this one because I have to go to this one, but I don't have to go to this one. 5, take your time and don't let people rush you. So again, go at your own pace. What's important to you? 6, set aside time in your day for relaxing and for your hobbies so that you still have fun. Again, that's very important. 7, think positive. This one's hard for me. Thinking positive doesn't always work, but it's on the list. 8 is watch your alcohol intake. So again, with any sort of recreational drugs, I guess, can make your feelings change a little bit. So 9, perform small acts of kindness. Doing things for others can really help you make yourself feel better, though you shouldn't do it to make yourself feel better, but it's on the list. 10, one of the most important things, I think, don't do it alone. Talk to people. It's okay to talk to people. It's not weak, it's strong, I think. 11, live in the moment. Again, very, very hard, but gotta try. You only ever have now. Tomorrow never really comes, and yesterday's gone. We have now. And 12, finally, again, hard, but have fun. It's once a year. Seems like a long time, but the holidays are once a year. So I suppose we've got to try and live our best while we can. So I hope this has helped you or opened your eyes a little bit. And just so you know, you're not alone. And if you need help, please reach out for help. Whether it's a trusted friend, if you want to write something to me, your GP. But you're not alone.